improvement.
And something else that we're working on also is, and we put in the budget as a goal, is looking at, like pull-off areas or pocket park areas. And we've got the Metropolitan Planning Organization is doing a study on that. And kind of the idea, is there a way, let's just take the Walmart out on Mazar as an example, is there a way we could do a pull-off onto the green space there, get closer to the store, and do a pocket park or some amenity there, and, have it be closer to the store, but it's right off the avenue, so it's not, and it's something that we have run into that we didn't realize would ever be an issue is, now that we're transferring out by the, I guess it's some Murphy's out there, kind of in the outer
Yes, sir.
area.
Yes, sir.
We're putting extra pressure on the Walmart employees to have to go out and get the carts that are all the way out to the, and not only that, but the electric, scooters and things that are being utilized to get access
I
back.
didn't
to the
realize that,
store.
and that, we want to be a good neighbor.
Right. And so this pocket park idea, or pull off, might be a resolution to that, a long-term resolution to that, and so
Right.
that's something we're looking at as well.
Is trash cans at the shelters us, or is that solid waste?
No, we actually service those every Friday.
Thursday.
I've had a writer who requested one be added to the Dollar Tree at 17th and Grand. He said that there's a lot of garbage.
That would've been destroyed. I think that was taken away.
Oh,
on
it is
Yeah.
gone for a reason.
Yes.
And there's
Okay.
some that work really well, there's some
Okay,
that doesn't work
that's
at
tried
all.
and failed.
That entice,
We see sometimes people throw trash at the can, over the can, around the can, or
Kick the can.
Okay.
and, but there are other,
Is there something we can do to be a better neighbor at that spot somehow? I mean, I know we're at the mercy of the way people actually use things.
I think the last one, they taken away without trash, it was being.
Okay, yeah, maybe
well,
better.
we had it
Yeah,
concreted, bolted to the concrete.
Not having it available there, I think was the best neighboring option,
Okay.
for that particular area.
Okay.
So, that's it.
But, yeah, I mean.
Cause you put a bigger one there, it's just gonna increase the,
Okay.
Well, I know that when Kay was out with her hip surgery, I did the trashes one day, and when I did it, even if they didn't have a trash can, I still stopped and picked up trash
And Kay
in the
does
area.
that as
Yeah.
well.
So I'm assuming that she does, I mean,
I
did
appreciate it.
So even though there's not a trash can to switch the trash bags out, we still
Yeah.
keep the
Well,
area
and
clean.
it keeps us better neighbors.
And when I would pull the trash, when they had a trash can, I would still pick the trash up around off the ground, like back
Well,
behind it.
and a cleaner environment helps maintain a cleaner environment.
Yeah.
You know, when it's already trashy, it gets trashier. You know, people feel the license to be dirty.
I mean, we're part of the city, and we want the
Yeah.
city to look good, so.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
helps.
Keep Portsmouth beautiful.
Yeah.
We
I-
had trouble trying to some people just wadding up trash and throwing it on the ground, right next to trash can. It's not like,
Yeah.
all they had to do was go instead.
And we've seen that very
Yeah.
thing, and
Yeah,
it's
that's crazy.
frustrating,
Yeah.
so
We
you-
discussed at the last meeting, it wasn't open yet, the Marshall's Museum, and y'all had tested getting the big old bus down to make the Marshall's Museum a stop. It's open now. Are we making any progress on making that a trolley stop?
So, again, that's something we've not really had any requests to do that yet.
Cause I've got rider requests.
You have?
Yeah, this is a rider suggestion.
Okay, well, that'd probably be the first one we've had.
Yeah.
it was the first one we had, and it was just
Really?
like yesterday, that we got off of social media.
Okay,
It was the first one we saw so far.
so, yeah.
Okay, so we're not there yet, but
And
we're
are
keeping it on the
demand
radar.
Keeping it on the radar.
Okay.
And demand response can always still. change.
Yes, absolutely.
Right, we could cover that with demand response, and, at the point where it becomes heavily utilized, and now we have done, or have worked with, I think, special interest groups that have wanted to tour that, and we work with them, but, so it's been on an as-needed
Okay.
basis, but, at some point, we could possibly have the trolley factor that in. I suspect it's more development occurs in that area.
That should, yeah, when we get the school of the arts going out there and stuff like that, that should.
Exactly,
Yeah,
that's
we already.
likely.
And that'll be one stop probably, you know,
Right.
the one stop can service both of those.
I really
when it
expect that's
gets-
gonna be,
And
heavily.
if the ball field goes through, it's gonna be real busy down
Well,
there.
that school of the arts probably be the big.
It will.
So we're definitely got it on the radar screen, still
Okay.
looking at it.
Okay, but not coming
Right, not,
soon.
not.
Okay,
anything.
I'll update him on that. And I saw in the CIP plan, there was mention of 7 electric chargers. I know the old plan had 2 and kinda got shelved, and now there's
Right.
7?
Right.
How are we looking on that? Is that,
So we were able to get an application in, and we did that with Francis Energy. And that was kind of at the last minute, we were able to get a listing of 7 different locations. And so what we did is we took the 2 that were pre-planned for downtown at the Second Garrison was one, the other one was the convention center. And then I worked with Jennifer Goodson with the library, and so we're looking at putting one at the main library and at all the branches. And so, and that's a very, you know, when you think about diverse, there's diverse locations throughout all of Fort Smith at the library.
does that put us one out at Chaffee?
No, but
Yeah.
the other one that was not. a
Cause I could
function
see
of-
it being a hot spot in the future for one, it may not be ready now.
And we're not
Hot
done
electric
yet.
cars.
So it's a 3-year, planning process, and so we're also working with the MPO, and we're kinda hoping that there's some incentives carved in for the MPO
Yes.
to, you know, be able to gain some administrative, funds to support, becoming a one-stop shop for, the entire region, you know, and then being the planning partner for all of that. So we're working on that with the MPO, and we've been working with Greenwood and the city of Greenwood and Van Buren, on locations there, as well as I'm sure that will include Fort Chaffee and any of the others. The only other electric car charge station location that we put in our application was for out in the, that hotel that's across from Friday's, I think it's Hampton.
Yeah. That's a good spot right there off the interstate.
Yeah, so that was the only other location, so that's a 7th location, but I'm excited having the, library on board.
Oh, that's a
They're
really good
ecstatic
idea.
about, you
Yeah.
know, and they're excited.
And that's a great place to charge, I mean,
Yeah.
go in and read a book while you're at it. There you go.
Absolutely, absolutely. And not only that, but be a good place for an education center about, you know,
Yeah.
electric vehicles or environmentally friendly, you know, types of programs and things, so, good location for that.
Smart partner there.
So, you know, those are in, we're expected to hear more late September, so we should be hearing something soon, hopefully from Francis Energy, that maybe they've heard something, so, but our application is in, and I've checked it, and we've met all the, you know, checks and balances that's required of the application, so, so at this point, it's in their review. That's what
Commissioners forum, anybody? Those kind of double up. usually.
Yeah.
Spoke for all of us. And how about citizens? You have nothing to share? Okay. Next meeting time will be January?
No, actually, be fourth quarter, October, November, December.
Okay.
So,
It's still third.
since we're so close to the first month, and then the second month, kind of the way.
Let's have a Christmas party, wouldn't that one?
Well,
I don't
that's
know what
what,
we're leading towards.
how about December sixth?
December sixth?
Mm-hmm,
That's during finals.
that's during finals, what about the 13th then?
After finals.
After finals, so after finals is good,
Is that a Wednesday?
yes, it's
Okay.
Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
I I know,
Yeah,
we got you,
said-
we got you,
said for it,
Melissa.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
then,
so-
double check,
Okay.
double check final schedule.
I don't think we've had a Christmas party
I
in
know,
a few years.
I know, we need to have one.
But,
That could double as a Christmas party.
yeah,
For the chair. Make a note of that, Nancy. Thank you all, appreciate it.
Probably start the 13th.
They start the 13th?
Well, no, 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 no. 11th.
So would the prior week actually be the better choice?
Yeah,
So December 6th,
probably.
So-
Yeah, let's do December 6th.
is December 6th good with everybody else?
works for me.
Sounds good to me.
That works.
I know Ken and I was in there going through all the calendars
Yeah,
up
we
there,
were,
seeing
we were.
what we, you know, at the end of the year, yeah. Always seems around holidays, we're
That, well,
working on the
that'll put us
skeleton crew.
between the holiday.
Okay, December 6th, Wednesday,